What's up, guys? All right, so it is Saturday and the BMW K1600 GTL is going to a dealership because I am trading it for a 17 Harley Davidson Ultra Limited. And I just want to take a quick video because I've been riding bikes for a long time, probably done about 70,000 miles on motorcycles. I've had a very bad accident. Ridden through all types of weather, snow, sleet, mudslides in Ecuador. I've done adventure touring. I've done it all, right? And I have to say that if you're looking to tour, the best motorcycle in the world is going to be the Harley Davidson. But if you're looking for the best of both worlds, right, where you want something that's comfortable and sporty and looks really legitimate, I mean, this bike is just, it captures people's attention more than anything I've ever ridden, other than like a Ducati, right? Because that's just crazy and cool and Ferrari-ish, right? But like this thing will just turn heads as people drive by. They're just curious. It's got a couple of phenomenal features on it. Right here is the adjustable windshield. It's a windshield, right? Or windscreen. And that is amazing because I'm a 6 foot tall guy. So I mean, there's no way that I sit above that, and it blows wind right over my head. Phenomenal for wind deflection, rain, you know, cold weather. But at the same time is when it's hot as heck like it is today, you just lower it down and you get nice wind. What also is a very cool invention is these right here, these wind deflectors. There's two of them. Very easy to modify. You just push down and then they will turn in and out. And you could do that while you're riding if you get good at it. Not ideal, but so a lot of really good airflow on this motorcycle when it's really hot like it is today. It's over 90 degrees, it's humid, it's basically miserable. This is the spot if you have the GPS unit, which you can get. They're on eBay now for barely anything. So I love the look of some of these features. The look of the handlebars is gorgeous. I like that it's really easy to get to the gas tank. The luggage is as good as anything Harley has. It is a 2-click system, not a 1-click system like on the Rushmore, where you just basically pull the lever. The tour pack, phenomenal. Really large. You can put a full face helmet in here. So it really good. It has a light in here as well. So at nighttime you can actually see. Very easy to take off. Basically one button and you just turn something right in there and the whole thing will just pop off. Opening and closing, not too difficult. It's push that, pull that down and push and it'll lock. So the luggage is phenomenal. Absolutely able to go touring on this thing. Let me fire it up so you can hear it. It fires up just like a supercar. It's got an inline 6, so you can actually see all the pipes. They carry down into here. And there are 3 exhausts. So basically every valve has its own, you know, every cylinder, excuse me, has its own thing for exhaust gas. Just sounds mean, but not loud. You know, I mean, on a touring bike, you don't want it to be extremely loud. That's a huge positive, right? This is where you can adjust the sound system. You have the ability to do the control. You have the menus, temperature. You use this knob right here, which makes it super convenient. So you can see it's 85 right now. It's humid as all get out. Speed, range, consumption. I'm getting 44.3, 43.8. So really good fuel economy on this motorcycle. Tire pressure will kick on when you're actually going. If you want to like time yourself, oil level, and then you've got all other features like if you want to put normal, comfort, and sport. It's got heated grips just like the Ultra Limited. It's got a heated seat. I love that you can control it through here. It's totally amazing. So really nice features on this motorcycle as far as that goes. I mean, it is, I mean, engineering wise, this is a superior bike to Harley. It just is. 160 horsepower. The transmission and the engine allows you to really low rev it. I usually spend most of my time in 6th gear. As low as 40, 45 miles an hour, this thing will just bob down in 6th gear with tons of torque to carry you through anything you possibly need. So I really like this bike, but unfortunately, you know, I'm about to take a 4,000 mile trip and it's just not as comfortable as the Harley. You know, you sit upright, so, you know, your knees are comfortable and your lower back's fairly comfortable. But in the end of the day, you are going to get some issues with your shoulders and just your overall neck because, you know, there isn't a backrest. It's not like you're kicking your knees out like with the Harley. So I just wanted to say this bike is phenomenal. You can get a screaming deal on these. The dealership gave me $7,500 for this motorcycle. This bike brand new was $27,000, right? So, I mean, it's unbelievable how much these have depreciated. You're talking about a 75% to 70% depreciation, and this is a 2012, and it only has 22,000 miles on it. So, you know, guys, there's no reason why you can't find one of these for 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, somewhere in that range, depending on condition, miles, colors, all that stuff, and that's a screaming deal. Because if you want to go Harley, like I am, I'm having to come up with quite a bit more money. Because even for a used Ultra Limited, they still want, you know, $16,000 out the door for it. Well, that's not even including tax, title, and all the other stuff. So that is a consideration. This is a lot of value in this bike. Now, I would not buy one of these new, especially because the way the 2012 looks and the way the 2019 look. I mean, yeah, they've upgraded a few things, the seat and stuff, but in the end of the day, this is the bike you want to get. A 2012, 2013 with fairly low miles and decent condition like mine is. I mean, that's a no-brainer. Please note, though, these tires, they're not cheap. These are Michelin Pilot Commander 4S tires. You're going to get, depending on how you ride, between, I'd say, I mean, realistically, you can get as low as 6,000 miles out of these tires if you're really a hard rider and you're constantly on the gas. You also can probably get as high as maybe 10,000 to maybe 12,000 if you're really conservative. The middle here is a hard compound and the corners are soft. But the bike has so much power and so much torque that you are going to chew through tires probably every 7,000 to 8,000 miles. You know, like I burned through my last set of tire fairly quickly. So just keep that in mind. You know, if you go with an Indian or a Harley of the world, you're going to get maybe 20,000 out of your front tire and probably 16 to 17,000 out of your rear tire. So you're going to be going through twice the amount of tires. You know, the people say that the oil's hard to change. It's not that bad. I've done it myself. You know, you can get to this very easily. There is a couple of bolts you have to get through. It's kind of a pain in the ass bolt. It's so there's an initial bolt and there's a bolt above that. It's kind of a pain in the butt. You need to have a special Allen wrench for it. But beyond that, you do have to do the valve jobs every, I think, basically 18,000 miles is what they suggest. You don't have to do them. If your bike's running great, I mean, it's not like it's under warranty right now, so they're not going to be able to give you much of a hard time. If it is under warranty, of course, you do want to have that job done just in case, right? So if you buy one new or you buy a newer one, but so they're, you know, but frankly, if you're comparing maintenance to a Harley, I mean, Harley's not cheap, the dealerships aren't cheap, the parts aren't cheap, so I would say this is a little bit worse, but realistically, the Harley's not that far down, especially if something goes wrong. You know, if you really have an issue with your motor and it's an old bike, I mean, you could easily be spending a couple $1,000s to rebuild it, and you're probably going to want to put in Screaming Eagle parts and upgrade it if you're going to do that. So, you know, and all of a sudden you're adding an extra $1,000 to your cost. So I'm going to go get the Ultra Limited. I'm going to head over there right now, and then I'll do a quick video basically of that motorcycle. It's very similar to this. It's a two-tone silver and black. And, you know, I bought it because it's comfortable, and I know that I can do 500 miles a day for a week and a half and not have that much, you know, like I don't need to go visit a chiropractor every single day, and I want to shoot myself from all the different pains that I'm now in my body. But I love this bike. Really, really love this bike. If I did not have the Ducati, if I didn't have the 1200S, the Monster, this would probably be the bike that I'd keep, because if I wanted to have a sporty day, I could take off the luggage and I could just, this thing will smoke 95% of bikes out there, even most sport bikes, it's that fast. I mean, you really got to have a 1000 just to keep up with it. But at the same time, if I want to take a weekend trip or even a long trip, you can do it on this bike. So it is the best of both worlds. But I have the 1200S, so, you know, if I want to go fast, I'm on that bike. So this bike is really just a touring bike for me. And really, there's nothing that's ever going to beat the Harley when it comes to that. So hope that's helpful for you. I'll answer any questions you guys have in the comments section. It's a great bike. It's got some amazing features on it, and I think you'll love it. And they're so darn cheap right now. Like it's the best value in motorcycles, I would say. You gotta love the appreciation, right? Guys, have a rest of your day. Subscribe if you want to follow me. I always love engaging with people. I don't make money from this channel. It's just a passion project for me. I love cars, bikes, watches, automobile. Those are the things that I enjoy, so I like to talk about them. And hopefully you find my stuff cool. All right, talk to you later.